Welcome back to Valor Strike. My name is Robert Zvinius and I'm an ISK British Kickboxing Champion. Today's focus is on that lead hand uppercut. When we throw that lead hand uppercut, we want to make sure that it sets us up for the next shot. So we're going to start is we're going to get in our fighting stance. So we're getting our fighting stance and we're ready to throw our shots, okay? Everything comes always from our fighting stance. We want to make sure we get a nice, good base, okay? For kickboxing purposes, we want to make sure our base is big enough or long enough so we can throw kicks. If we throw uppercut, then we're going to set up a kick next or knees. So unlike in boxing, we don't want to keep our stance narrow, we keep quite wide, okay? Wide enough to allow us to throw the kicks and knees in. So when you're throwing your lead hand uppercut, what we're going to focus on is the same principles as the lead hook. We want to slightly take our lead shoulder and we're going to just bring it slightly back, dip it to the back, and then we're going to come up with it. Just like with the lead hook, we want to get that power into it. We need to bring it to the back and throw it straight up. We can throw the hook, sorry, we can throw the uppercut from here, but now it's not a power shot anymore. It's a little shot to set us up for our next strike. For example, here I'm going to throw a quick little uppercut and then I can throw a big cross. Quick little uppercut and then I can throw a big kick. For the power shot, we need to make sure we rotate that lead shoulder to the back. Once we rotate it to the back, we're going to come up and we're going to stand up with our punch, and as we stand up, we're going to come and bring it out to here. So we start here in our fighting stance. Lead shoulder, for me, being orthodox fighter, my lead shoulder is my left hand. As a southpaw, your lead shoulder is going to be your right hand. Okay, so we're going to take that lead shoulder and we're going to bring it slightly back. As I bring it back, I dip into my left leg. Another thing you'll need to focus on is when you dip into your lead shoulder, let that back foot rotate like you're throwing a cross. Because if you don't let that back foot rotate, you're putting your knee under strain and then you can't really get that proper, nice, lovely sitting power. It feels uncomfortable. So when you roll it, let that knee come forwards, let that foot roll forwards. Drop that knee because now it allows you to set it up. And plus, it looks like you're throwing a cross. So if your opponent's being worried about taking that cross, it goes to block and then BAM! You're coming in that uppercut, okay? Nice and fast, nice and sharp. So you want to make everything look the same basically all the time. Throw it across here, and then you just throw that lead uppercut, up, boom! Nice and sharp. Shoulder to the back. Here, we're sitting into that lead leg. And from there, we just stand up. We're not just throwing our hand, but we're putting that entire body into that strike. So we're going to stand up. As we stand up, we're going to bring that uppercut up. As we bring it up, we make sure that elbow stays underneath our wrist, our fist. We get that strong uppercut. So from this angle, as I roll back here, boom, I keep it nice and tight. Same as with the hook. You don't want to go too far over, and we do not want to swing that hand in. So I don't go to here, I don't go sit down, do everything perfectly here. Sit down, okay, get nice and tight, ready to throw that uppercut, and then as you go. There's no power in your uppercut by just swinging that hand. As soon as you put your entire body in, boom, you can see your opponent go now. Once again, this is a short range weapon. So when we're going to throw it, we need to make sure we're in close with our opponent. We're inside the pocket, so in close range. Now I could like move my head, and then next time I move my head, I'm going to slip towards my left, here, dip, and come up with that lead uppercut. So we're going to slip towards our left, and we're going to bring that lead uppercut. But you can also throw it from mid-range, like I said, as I said at the start, as a little setup punch. The same principle applies. You want to make sure the elbow stays underneath your fist, but this time because you go mid-range, you want to be able to keep it directly underneath. But as long as it still sits here, you'll be able to get some power into it and you pull your body into it, because now as I throw it, I can put my cross in, I throw it, I put my kick in, we go inside, we throw that short range, here, boom, we twist in. We throw that mid-range, boom, we twist in. The one thing you need to focus on is your lead foot. In boxing, you can rotate that foot a bit more. In kickboxing, you can't rotate it too much because you'll get taking it out. It's going to get kicked off. So in short range, because you can't really throw that many kicks, or you don't have that range to throw kicks, you can't fully rotate into that uppercut. So I was going to throw it now, and say my opponent is directly in front of me, I can, boom, twist this lead foot. I can pivot on it, boom, put my entire body into that punch, because I don't have to worry about kicking my leg because of how close I am. Where if I'm throwing a mid-range hook, a mid-range uppercut, now he's got the distance to kick my leg. So if I'm going to throw it and I put too much of a twist and his kick comes around this way, so he throws his right kick on my leg now, I have got no way of defending it, okay? So when you throw your mid-range, you make sure you don't twist your leg too far, because now you can block that kick straight away. So if I throw my mid-range here, I don't have a full twist because I can get my leg up to block. So here, as I throw my mid-range, I come up, I don't twist my foot too much, okay? I throw it, I miss it, I block the kick. Even if I land it and he still throws that kick, it gives me time to react. Boxing wise, yeah, of course, you can throw that mid-range here, because you don't have to worry about kicks. For likes of MMA and kickboxing, make sure you do not twist your foot too much if you're throwing that mid-range uppercut. So, focusing on throwing that lead uppercut to the bag, okay? So, I'm going to show you how to use both the heavy bag, the hanging bag, or the wall-mounted bag. For uppercuts, the wall-mounted bag is better because they have that part of the bag that comes out, so you can actually practice your uppercuts. But if you haven't got a wall-mounted bag, heavy bag is still perfect example to use it. For kickboxing purposes, we're going to go with mid-range first, okay? So for kickboxing purposes, we're going to go from mid-range first, to just allow us to set up our other strikes. So as I'm going to be throwing my uppercut, I'm going to slightly bring it out perfect here, and it allows me to set up my next strikes. So here, boom, throw my cross in. I throw that lead uppercut here, mid-range, long range, and then let my cross come out. So I can do the same thing with my kick. I throw my mid-range, and I throw my kick in. I throw my mid-range, I throw my kick in. But when we throw the mid-range, long-range uppercuts, we can't twist our foot too much, because as soon as we twist it too much, we let our opponent take our leg out. And we don't want that, because kicking in kickboxing, we need our legs to kick, we need our legs to move. So if I'm throwing it mid-range, I want to make sure my foot doesn't twist too much. It allows me to set up my next strikes. And also, if it does kick here, it allows me to block straight away. So if I go here, I can block. If I go here and I twist too much, I'm going to have to have my leg taken out. If you're in close range, okay, different story. Okay, we get in close, we now can't really bring that hand out, we can't make it like a rolling shot, we have to keep everything tight. In close range, I can now, boom, I can twist that foot, I can put my entire body weight into that shot, because I don't have to worry about the kicks. So in that close range here, boom, inside the pocket as they say, boom, I'm ripping in. Okay, bam, boom. I keep everything nice and short, because if I throw this here and I drop my opposite hand, I'm open for the left hook. Boom, I'm open for the left hook. So if I throw it here, boom, and drop my opposite hand, I'm open for the left hook. We don't want that, okay? So as I throw it, make sure the opposite hand stays up. Boom, and for me you can just roll out straight away. Here, boom, you throw that close range here, boom, you step back. Here, boom, you slip off to the side. Here, boom, you can just throw a next shot. So, here, boom, I can just throw everything stays short. So when we're in that short range, we don't have to worry about getting our leg kicked off. But at the same time, we need to think of what can we do next, because... So guys, now we're going to come to my favourite tool when it comes to uppercuts, your wall-mounted bag. The wall-mounted bag is perfect to practice your uppercuts because it sits up and you can actually throw your shots in and you can put them in nice and tight. Where with like hanging bag, heavy bag, you can't really practice that because the way it sits, you can't really practice throwing your strikes upwards. where this beauty here is perfect for it, okay? So let's nail that lead uppercut. When I throw that lead uppercut once again, I'm just going to be here, I'm going to practice it, I'm going to use my jab to establish my distance. Depending on what I want to do next, okay, I'm going to, let's say, I'm going to throw my short range uppercut. So I'm here, I'm using my jab establishing my distance. I can't throw my short range uppercut from here because I'm too far out. If I throw it from here, I'm just throwing more like shadow boxing. So if I'm in a fight and I can land my jab and I try to throw my uppercut from where I'm landing my jab, it's never going to land. So what we're going to do now is practice on landing that jab. You know your distance, so as you record that jab back in, center it and come back up. Say it again, so we go land that jab. As I record that jab back, I'm going to sit in. And once again, I rotate that back shoulder like I'm throwing across, okay? So, back, here, I step in, and I throw it up. Here, and because we are throwing that short range uppercut, you can't see my feet right now, but I'm fully twisting in because I don't have to worry about what? Correct, kicks. I do not have to worry about the kicks because here, he can't kick me, I'm too close, okay? So, mid-range now, so from here I can land my jab, okay? Mid-range to long range. I can land my jab, I can now land my uppercut from here. But now, I can't throw it with that massive pivot because I'm open for them kicks. So here, I'm just going to throw mid-range, set up the body shot. Here, mid-range, set up the cross. So that mid-range shot is not really you trying to knock him out, you're just trying to set up next strike. But if you do knock him out, good job for you because the job's done. You don't have to worry about anything else anymore. So here, bap, mid-range, boom. I don't rotate my foot. Long range. Here, I can put it in now. Okay, I don't have to worry about getting kicked because we close that distance. There's no way he can throw kicks from here unless he's like super flexible or I don't have a word for it, guys. Okay, but there's no way he's going to be able to throw any kicks from here unless he tries to knee your leg. But if he's going to try to knee your leg, there's no power in that knee. Okay, too close. Okay. So when you're in here, just make sure you protect the opposite side because if you can throw that uppercut, he can throw his hook, he can throw his uppercut. That's the job done. Hope this video helped you regarding your lead uppercuts. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Follow my fight journey on Instagram at rob_zab and hope to see you soon.